Hi, my name is Bouten. I'm Executive Director at TechWorks and partner at Innova. I think it is a very good city. As I said, it came from Research Triangle Park, which is looked at as a very successful research park. And coming from there, it's great to actually be here at the beginning. And obviously, I'm not here quite at the beginning, but a lot of stuff is happening. The research park that BioWorks is building, what Launch Memphis is doing here, Merge is doing. There's just so much happening, a lot of energy, a lot of momentum. And I think we can probably build something better here because we can look at many other success stories in the country and learn from their mistakes and do it even better. Typical growth industries that we look at is high-tech, biotech, life sciences, and now more and more green tech and agricultural new technologies as well. I think it is a very good city. As I said, it came from Research Triangle Park, which is looked at as a very successful research park. And coming from there, it's great to actually be here at the beginning. And obviously, I'm not here quite at the beginning, but a lot of stuff is happening. The research park that BioWorks is building, what Launch Memphis is doing here, Merge is doing. There's just so much happening, a lot of energy, a lot of momentum. And I think we can probably build something better here because we can look at many other success stories in the country and learn from their mistakes and do it even better. I think externally, so back in Europe, Memphis is known for Elvis. I think that's pretty much the only thing that Memphis is known for. I think within the US, Memphis just gets a really bad rep. It's all about crime and poverty and racial tension, and when you actually come here, crime is everywhere. It's not just in Memphis, and I think you just have to be cautious of things, but I think that's pretty much the same in every major city in the US. And I think we actually love it, so I think traditional Memphians are a bit down on Memphis. And I think a lot of the transplants that come here actually love Memphis and think that it's a great place to be. And my wife and I, in the short time that we've been here, definitely love it and consider ourselves short-term Memphians, but definitely Memphians and are here for the long run. Both the longest and the shortest 48 hours of my life was probably the startup weekend. Very interesting project. It's been done across the country, and I think it was the second time that we did it here in Memphis. And it's really trying to build a company in 48 hours. And I guess you cannot build the next Dell or something in 48 hours, but I think with today's, especially web technology, you can get something off the ground in 48 hours. And some companies, yeah, Mark's Menus is a good example. It's really, somebody saw that something is missing in Memphis. How do you figure out what the good restaurants are, etc.? And there's these national websites, but there's nothing really that really focuses on the local restaurants and the local people that have the very specific knowledge about those restaurants. And I think that team put a very good business together. They're actually still up and running. They had to change their name because what they were using was taken already, but that's obviously the legal checking that you cannot do in 48 hours. But I think it's a very much needed service that actually I use to check out new restaurants in Memphis. So at Innova, we made 7 investments to date. 2 of them are in medical devices, 2 of them are in biotech, 2 of them are in technology, and the 7th one is a lab services company. So it's a nice mix, and a bunch of them are doing extremely well. The 2 medical device companies are now commercial companies. They've got sales. They're growing 10 to 20% month over month. So it's very exciting to see them grow, and I think it's really going to show I think a lot of Memphians said it's possible here. I think there's a lot of self-doubt here that, oh, it's happening in Silicon Valley, it's happening in Boston, it's not happening here. And I think success stories are the things that are going to pull more entrepreneurs out of the woodwork. Yeah, so I think, I mean, it's your typical funnel process, whether it's a sales funnel or a funding funnel. I think at Innova we've probably seen about 250 businesses come around that are looking for funding. The initial filter on that is pretty easy. We have a focus. For the first fund, we had to invest in Memphis surrounding area companies, so if they weren't from Memphis, we couldn't invest, so that was easy. That cut down probably about 20%. And then we have focus areas. We are looking for high growth, technology-based companies, so that cuts off another big chunk of them. And then you really start looking at what do they have? Do you believe and do you have a gut feel that what they're trying to do is going to be successful? And in the end, you have to invest in things that you're passionate about, because once you put money in, it's a long-term relationship. You're very involved with the company. You typically take a board seat in the company. So if you don't feel excited about the investment opportunity, you shouldn't get involved in it. But I'd say traditionally, I mean, the odds on getting an investment from any venture capitalist it's way less than 1% if you send in your business plan. But it doesn't mean you have a bad business. It just doesn't fit that specific investment firm. So my typical day, I start somewhere between 8 and 9. I'm not the typical morning person. I need a couple of cups of coffee in myself. Haven't found the best coffee bar in Memphis yet, so I think we need some more coffee downtown. So make my coffee at home, and then make the short 10-minute commute to the medical center where our office is, and check my email, check my voicemails. That's the typical start of everybody's day these days, I think. And then really just start talking to people. That's the main thing that I do. It's a very people-oriented business. And at some point, I guess it's lunchtime. And it's a mix. I'd say probably the majority of the lunches, we stick around Midtown, not that much downtown. So we go to the barbecue shop, we go to Bosco's, we go to Bantai, those sort of places. Then quick check, if people don't know it yet, it's a really good sandwich place that I luckily learned about a couple months ago. A lot of the meetings that we do bring people to our office. So it's very convenient, kind of between downtown and East Memphis area. So we bring a lot of people to our offices.